On a stormy and dark night, the group of friends gathered in the abandoned house atop the hill. An atmosphere of mystery and unease surrounded the place, as if the walls were imbued with somber memories. Anna, a fearless young woman, accepted the challenge to spend 24 hours alone in the house to prove her courage and join the exclusive group. As soon as Anna crossed the house's threshold, the howling wind seemed to greet her with a chilling shiver. The creaking wood echoed under her steps as she entered the decaying interior of the mansion. The peeling walls were like a silent narrative of times gone by, and the broken windows allowed the darkness of the night to seep into every corner. The old dust-covered furniture appeared to be in a deep slumber for decades. Cobwebs extended like tapestries in the corners of the ceiling. Anna, initially confident, felt her courage being challenged as the surrounding darkness began to echo with subtle and inexplicable sounds. Determined to pass the time, Anna started to explore the shadowy rooms. Upstairs, she found a room whose heavy atmosphere seemed to freeze the air around her. An antique bed occupied the center of the room, and a music box rested on the bedside table. Intrigued, she wound up the dusty music box, and a melancholic melody filled the room like a lament from the past. However, the music seemed to take on a life of its own, echoing with disturbing intensity. Gradually, the melody became distorted, as if being played by invisible hands. A shiver ran down Anna's spine, and a feeling of despair enveloped her. She turned to leave the room, but the door was inexplicably locked, as if sealed by a supernatural force. As Anna struggled to open the door, whispering voices echoed in her ears, like a chorus of anguished laments. Dragged footsteps seemed to draw near, but when she tried to scream for help, her voice seemed to have been stolen by the very air. Desperate, she hid under the bed, clinging to a last thread of hope. A shadowy and indistinct figure slowly emerged from the darkness, hovering at the room's doorway. The air grew heavy, and Anna felt a malevolent presence pierce her being. Every muscle in her body seemed paralyzed by fear as the figure approached, emanating an aura of impenetrable darkness. The chilling touch of the eerie figure felt almost tangible, and Anna closed her eyes, awaiting an unknown fate. Just as the sensation of terror reached its peak, the music box once again began to play its distorted melody. The figure suddenly vanished, dissolving into the shadows like a fleeting nightmare. With her heart racing, Anna ran in desperation towards the previously locked door. This time the door gave way, and she burst into the dusty corridor, breathless and in search of freedom. However, all the doors seemed to lead her deeper into the mansion, as if the building itself held her captive. The night advanced, and the atmosphere in the house grew increasingly oppressive. Incessant whispers surrounded her, shadows danced on the walls, and a constant sense of dread accompanied her. Anna was trapped in a dark nightmare from which she couldn't wake up. When the first rays of sunlight finally pierced through the dusty windows, the house fell silent. Anna's friends returned to the mansion the next morning, but she had disappeared without a trace. The abandoned house remained an enigma, a portal to the unknown. Local legends say that Anna was swallowed by the mansion's darkness, condemned to forever wander its haunted corridors. At night, residents claim that it's still possible to hear the distorted melody of the music box echoing through the wind, like a sad lament that transcends time and death. The house stood as a somber monument, reminding everyone that daring adventures can lead to sinister and unknown destinations. If Anna's mysterious tale in the abandoned mansion has captivated you, then show your support with a like. Share it with friends who love suspense and shivers, and subscribe now. Let's explore together the other dark secrets. Thank you.